Hello and welcome to Middle Eastern Thursday. So today, guys, we have a good old haul. We haven't done a haul in quite a while, and to be honest with you, there have been so many new releases, and I've been trying to review as soon as possible, but these things definitely take time. So I figured today I would go ahead and share with you 12 Middle Eastern fragrances that are in the queue for me to test and review. Now, a couple of these fragrances I have started testing, and when I received these fragrances, I did spray them as I always do with Middle Eastern fragrances. I sprayed them. I did try a couple of them, so as we go along, I will let you know my thoughts about a couple of the ones that I've already tried, not necessarily tested, but that I've tried. So for those of you who are new to my haul videos, this video is not about providing you with a review of each of the fragrances that I will be sharing with you today. This is more of like a first impression. So I'll be showing you the box that the fragrance comes in, and I'll be showing you the bottle. I'll be discussing, of course, the notes, and you will get to see firsthand my initial impression of the fragrance. Then I will circle back with you in a couple of weeks with a detailed review of each fragrance. Before we jump right in, I also wanted to let you guys know that there will be another Middle Eastern fragrances video probably on Saturday of this week, and it is the detailed review of two gourmand fragrances that so many of you have asked me to review. These two gourmand fragrances are viral at this point, so I think you will really enjoy that review. But anyway, before we jump right in, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi, and I'm your fragrance concierge because I am totally committed to creating the best fragrance experience for you. I upload videos multiple times a week, and in this channel we love to talk about fragrances, whether they're Western niche, Middle Eastern, designer, affordable, scented products, because we just love to smell fabulous at all times. Now, if that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in and like a good plan, then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, leave a comment. Let's go. All right, guys, so I will be moving rather quickly because my husband and I have an event to attend tonight, and I have to film this video really quick and then turn around and edit and then publish. So I'm going to move rather quickly, which is fine because we do have quite a bit of fragrances, but I think that I can go ahead and share them all with you and still be in time. I also wanted to let you guys know that some of these fragrances were sent to me in PR, and as we go along, I will let you know which fragrance was sent to me. But of course, you guys know that you're still going to get the truth from me. All right, so let's go ahead and start with a fragrance, guys, that you guys have requested this fragrance so much. And I was not going to pick up this fragrance, but I decided, you know what? Let me just go ahead and pick it up and see what the whole hype is about and why are people requesting it and requesting it. And this one is from Lattafa, and this one is Brioche Vanilla. And here you have the box that it comes in. Of course, there was an outer carton, but I already got rid of that. So it opens like this, and there's the fragrance. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. The packaging came out with it. And here is the bottle. So let's go ahead and spray this fragrance and see what it's giving us. Okay. Ugh. I'm laughing, guys, because the reason that I was not going to pick up this fragrance is because not necessarily the notes, but I just felt like the name Brioche Vanilla, it was going to be like a bread scented fragrance. And I'll tell you right now, I was not wrong. So there's a ton of vanilla in this fragrance, and it is sweet in the opening. There's some woodiness here, and I'm picking up on a bit of powderiness. But let me tell you, immediately from the opening, what it's reminding me of is a fragrance that I have in my collection. Actually, two fragrances that I have in my collection, but there's one that is more on point, and that one is Panettone. Let me see if I can just pull it really quick. Yeah, so this is the fragrance that it's reminding me of in case you have it in your collection. So it's not exactly the same because, and I do have a full review of this fragrance here on the channel. This fragrance to me is all about that panettone that you typically eat during the holidays. I explained to you in that video where I reviewed this one that in my family there is a tradition where for Christmas evening, we have some of the panettone, and then Christmas morning, we have panettone with hot chocolate. But panettone has dried fruits in it, and the only thing that I'm not picking up in vanilla brioche is that dried fruit. But other than that, the opening of these two fragrances is quite similar. So this fragrance is also fresh, spicy. I don't know, guys. I have to tell you, this is a great fragrance if you want to smell like bread, because that's what's going to happen. At least for me in panettone, I felt that I wanted to keep it in my collection because although that opening is very bread-like, as the olfactory journey evolves, I start to pick up on some dried fruit, and then at the dry down, it really smells like panettone. This to me is very much bread. And actually, there's so much vanilla in this fragrance that to me it smells like, have you ever made like homemade bread pudding? And the first step that you take is that you take the bread and you like dunk it in like a combination, at least the way that I do it, in a combination of like milk and evaporated milk and condensed milk. And once you do that mix and you soak the bread in it, that's what I'm getting with this fragrance. But even though I'm really not interested in this fragrance, I'm going to go ahead and test it and try it, and I will circle back with you with a full review. But I can tell you right now that this is all about bread. So if you want to smell like bread, this is your friend. All right, so this next fragrance was sent to me, and this one is called Jawhari, and it's Jawhari Daniel Rene. And I don't know who Daniel Rene is, but this is a collaboration between, I'm pretty sure, Aroma Concepts and Daniel Rene. I didn't have a chance to do some research because, as I said, I'm just sharing, my first impressions of these fragrances with you. But when I circle back with a review, I'll let you know who Daniel Rene is, and I'll go ahead, of course, and give you all the details about this one. But for now, let's go ahead and try it. So here is the box. Very simple, but very nice, very elegant box. And let's open it. And let's see. Okay. So what is this giving you? What is this bottle giving you? Because this bottle is giving me Carner Barcelona. And I have a couple of fragrances from Carner Barcelona, and I'm pretty sure that I think Rima's 10 is one of them, and another one that comes in a bottle like this, a bit bigger, but in a bottle like this, it would be Rima's and Besso's or Tardis. All three of them come in a bottle like this, but I'm not saying that this fragrance, is inspired by it or anything like that. It just reminded me of those fragrances. So let's go ahead and spray it and see what this fragrance is giving us. I am already, of course, sharing the notes here with you, but let's see what I am picking up. Ooh, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, this one, oh my. Oh, I'm liking this one. Wow. Okay. I don't want to say that it's a love because I'm not at dry down yet, but wow, guys, that opening is so good. So good. Wow. Okay, so the opening is very fresh, but at the same time, there's an intensity to this fragrance that I am loving. I'm going to tell you right now that to me, this fragrance is like a date night type of fragrance. Date night, or if you're going clubbing, or if you're going to a jazz club, or even a cigar bar. But this is definitely an evening or nighttime occasion and or event type of fragrance. This is definitely not a morning or an informal, like casual, like I'm going jogging or I'm going to yoga or I'm going to the supermarket or running errands. This is not that type of fragrance. If you do that, I dare you're going to feel very much out of place because this fragrance, this is sexy. This is, whew, my goodness. I may wear this one tonight because this This is really incredible. And you know, the event that my husband and I are going to tonight is at Neiman Marcus. So I was really like not going to wear a fragrance because anytime, you know, that they are closing the store for the event, but anytime you go to one of those events, you know, at least I walk around and start sniffing new fragrances. So I wanted to have availability on my skin to test some fragrances, but this is really pulling me. Wow, guys, this is really good. So it opens very fresh, but I can tell you that the freshness is coming like from a combination of the orange and the bergamot. And now I'm getting that, oof, my goodness, that vanilla is so, so good. So the fragrance is definitely sweet. Right now it is very, very much about the vanilla. I am picking up the passion fruit, and the passion fruit has been done beautifully. It doesn't necessarily smell like a pure, like you just, you know, cracked open a passion fruit and you're scooping it and that's the scent. No, that's not what I'm getting. But it's not a synthetic scent either. But this is really, really good. So it's passion fruit without giving you that tropical vibe that you typically get from passion fruit. Now I'm picking up on the coffee and the tonka bean. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is a winner. And honestly, this is so intense right now on this strip. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have performance issues because, wow. Oh my goodness. If you're looking for a fragrance to wear for any holiday party or holiday event that takes place, you know, early evening into the late night, and you want to command attention and smell fabulous, this is it. And by the way, this one is really unisex. This is truly unisex. Okay, guys, I'm moving on because you guys know how I get when I love one. This one is a love at first sniff for me. Ooh, absolutely enjoyed that one. Oh, wow. I am very impressed. I did not expect to actually like this. And look, it kind of goes with the lipstick that I'm wearing today. The lipstick is not purple, but it's giving me purple on camera. I don't know how it's coming across, but wow. I am really loving this one. Let me know if you've tried this one. Have any of you tried it? I didn't even know, by the way, that this was a new fragrance or that there was a collaboration. When I received this in PR, I was like, okay, and what is this? But I have to tell you, loving it. Anyway, I'm moving on. By the way, guys, I so really enjoyed that last fragrance that I went ahead and I looked up. You know, I didn't have time to look up Daniel Rene, but it's supposed to be pronounced Jawhari, I think, and I was pronouncing it Jawhari. I'm so sorry, guys. You know, it's just so many different names, and at times I just don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's called Jawhari. And guys, I can smell Jawhari all over the room right now. This is like smelling so good, so good. Anyway, let me just move on. So the next fragrance that I want to share with you is from Lattafa. And I had so been looking forward to trying this one because I haven't seen many people talk about it. And it is Kashan. Anyway, it's pretty much similar to the other box. There's the fragrance in there. And here is the bottle. Here is the bottle. And it is a very nice bottle, guys. You know, I don't know what is this in the front. Is this like a caftan? I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is, but let's go ahead and try this fragrance. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting, guys. And by the way, the Jawhari fragrance is not reminding me of anything whatsoever. I'm pretty sure that fragrance was not inspired by anything. So this fragrance, this fragrance is not giving me the vibe of anything. If you guys have tried, because I know many people already have this fragrance, if you have this fragrance and you like it or you've tried it, do you know if this was supposed to be inspired by something? Because it is not giving me anything right now. Like, I'm not picking up on any inspiration. But I will tell you, this opens up pretty spicy. And the spicy is a fresh spicy. And the leading spice in the opening is the pepper. And it's like black pepper, not even pink pepper. To me, this is black pepper. It is very, very aromatic. And it is a tad powdery. And it has like a balsamic quality to it also. This fragrance to me is all about the spiciness. And what I'm getting is The spiciness opened up fresh, but now it's like a warm spicy. I don't know. Okay, so in addition to the pink pepper, now I'm picking up on sage. I'm telling you guys, so I am liking this fragrance. It's a like right now, not an immediate love. It is definitely a like. But this fragrance, at least in my opinion, has its specific occasion to pull it for, because this fragrance is all about the spiciness. Like, I'm getting pepper, I'm getting sage, and I'm trying to figure out what is the other spice that I'm picking up on, because there is another spice in here. By the way, guys, and I'm hoping that you noticed, but so this fragrance, for those fam members that are sensitive to ambroxan, so this fragrance has ambroxan. So I'm also not picking up on any of the fruits. Yeah. I am picking up on the sandalwood a little bit, but that's not the focus of the fragrance. The focus of this fragrance is those spicy notes. And it's more than just pepper and sage that my nose is picking up. There's something else in here, but I can't put my finger on it. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. But I have to tell you, like, I really do like this one. I'm not in love with it yet, but it is a like. Not a heavy like either, because at least for me, guys, when it comes to spicy fragrances, like, my favorite spicy fragrance right now, and I'm sure you guys already know, is the Niche Emirati Mughal Fort. I've talked about that fragrance here on the channel so much. It is my favorite spicy fragrance in my entire collection. There's just something so incredibly well done about that fragrance. Wow. This one has been done nicely, but the type of spicy fragrance that it is a bit different, because when I read in the notes that it had sandalwood, I thought that I was going to get a modified version of Mughal Fort because it's all Lattafa. But no, I was wrong, because this is definitely a different spicy. Very, very different. Let us know if you've tried this fragrance. I will circle back with a review, and I will let you know at the time if I've changed my mind and it's more of a love. But right now, it is just a like. It's not even like a super like. It's not even like, wow, I really am so happy that I picked this up, but I don't regret picking it up either yet. But yeah, let us know. All right, guys. So the next fragrance that I have for you is called Sweet Heaven. And it comes in this box. And this fragrance was also sent to me. This is from Gulf Orchid. So thanks so much to the Gulf Orchid team. Oh, and by the way, the Jawhari fragrance, I did tell you that was sent to me. If the Aroma Concepts team is watching, thank you so much for sending that fragrance. I am going to thoroughly enjoy that one, I'm pretty sure. So let's see what I think about Sweet Heaven. So the box, as you see, is a pretty simple box, but I'm liking this design. I really like that. Okay, let me wipe it a little bit here. So this is the bottle, and the bottle is immediately giving us Angel Share. So yeah, and my understanding is that this is Sweet Heaven, the regular one, and then there's a Sweet Heaven Extreme. If you have the Extreme, let us know what you think about it in the comment section. But let's go ahead. I'm going to spray this one and see what I think about it. I have to be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit tired of fragrances trying to imitate Angel Share. Can we just leave Angel Share alone for now? Can we just move on to other fragrances? Because really. All right. Okay. Okay, so this fragrance in the opening is immediately giving me Angel Share. Now what I'm trying to decipher is, in addition to Angel Share, am I getting Camera? Because to me, there are some differences there. But this is giving me Angel Share. And it opens up very, very vanillic. Very vanillic and very sweet. It doesn't have that sharpness. And of course, I have Angel Share here somewhere. I'm pretty sure somewhere. Anyway, but it is giving me Angel Share. But the opening is not as intense or sharp, because in Angel Share, and I've said this before here on the channel, Angel Share to me opens with a sharpness that goes away like within a minute, but it is a serious opening, but I'm here for it. This one is also boozy. There's some woodiness in here. I am picking up on the cacao. It's a tad powdery, but not very powdery. And there is some serious nuttiness here as to be expected. But right now, what I'm getting primarily, guys, is the vanilla and that boozy quality. I have to be honest with you. So I received this fragrance probably a week ago, or maybe a little bit less. And I sprayed it, I spray it like 5 to 8 times each fragrance whenever I get it. And then I let it sit. But this fragrance, I can clearly tell that it needs to sit because it's giving me I'm gonna say it like this, but I'm not saying that this fragrance is watered down. It's giving me like a watered down version of Angel Share. Like if you take Angel Share and you dilute it with another note of something. I don't know, guys. I just know from dealing with Middle Eastern fragrances so much at this point, this is telling me I need to sit. And once I sit, you will know who I am. I mean, that's what I'm getting. But have you guys picked up Sweet Heaven? Please let me know your thoughts. To be honest with you guys, I may just come to the point where I just don't bring to the channel any more fragrances inspired by Angel Share, because how many more can we feature? How many more can we add to our collection? I really appreciate that they sent this one to me, and I'm gonna let it sit because I'm curious to see how it evolves. But it's like another Angel Share. But anyway, I'm moving on. All right, guys. So the next fragrance that I have for you is from Maison Asrar, and it is Fakhama. And it comes in this beautiful box. And this is a fragrance that was sent to me by Maison Asrar. So thank you so much to the Maison Asrar team. All right, so this is very nice. Look at that. Yeah, let me pull it out. Very, very nice bottle. And here is the bottle. Very nice, guys. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and spray this fragrance and see what I'm getting from it. Guys, I haven't heard anything about this fragrance. I know that a couple of other content creators must have reviewed this fragrance at this point because you guys know I'm running. Oh boy. Wow. Stop it. Guys, this is Love Don't Be Shy. Without a shadow of a doubt. This is truly, oh my goodness. So this does not need to macerate, because if it's going to strengthen more than what it is, this is going to be, wow. Guys, this is Love Don't Be Shy, without a shadow of a doubt. Have you picked up Fakhama or Fakhama? Have you picked up Fakhama? Because this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It is as sweet. I pick up on that orange blossom. Very, very dominant. Oof, I'm loving it. Oh my goodness. Wow. You guys have to let me know if you picked up this fragrance, because my goodness, this is Love Don't Be Shy. For real, Love Don't Be Shy. So you guys know that I've featured several fragrances on the channel that have been inspired, allegedly, by Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian. But there is one fragrance that went viral, Ensemble Gold, and I featured it on the channel many eons ago. But I was not impressed with that fragrance. It's like, it smelled like Love Don't Be Shy, but I just didn't get what the big hoopla was about. And I even try, and I still have it in my collection because it's like an icon, right? So, but I have to tell you, from first spray, this is Love Don't Be Shy. Wow. I'm going to test them side by side, like this one with Love Don't Be Shy, to see if there's any negligible differences, because I assure you it will be a negligible difference. I am loving. Wow, and it is a powerhouse. So you guys know when I tried Jawhari, it was like all over the room, like taking over. Well, this one came in and said, move over. I've got this room now, because wow. And I am loving, I'm all here for it. My goodness. Anyway, I'm going to move on, guys, because very, very interesting. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so far we've done good. We have some that have not really impressed me at all, but there's quite a number of them, I think, that have been good amongst the, how many we've covered, maybe five, six, I don't know. I can tell you that Fakhama really, my goodness, guys. And that Yari one, the collaboration, oh my goodness, loving, loving, loving those two fragrances. But the other ones, you know, Kashan is still under question. The first bread one, not impressed. But let's move on. So now, okay, so I received these two boxes. This came in PR. And I don't understand what the differences are. Maybe you know something that I don't. Maybe I missed something while I was in hiatus, but let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? So I have here, this one is called Cotton Rouge with two T's, Cotton Rouge, and it is in the Royal Cotton Collection, and it is supposed to be by Mamlakat Al Oud. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but here is the box. So you guys can see that it says Royal Cotton Collection, Cotton Rouge, just a very, very interesting fragrance. I have never heard of this fragrance house. I don't know, guys, do you have more detail? So you remove the sleeve, and here is then the box. And let's go ahead and open this. So that cap is reminding me of another fragrance, but I can't put my finger on it. Like I can't remember what fragrance it is, but this is definitely reminding me of another fragrance. It may have been Middle Eastern or not, but I've seen that cap before. And it's a little bit light. It doesn't feel cheap though, but it is a little bit light. Now the bottle feels quite weighty, you know, and I'm not sure how I feel about this fluffy thing here. Like, what is the point of that? But then in the back, look how beautiful. I almost would have preferred for them to just use this, but hey, you know, to each their own. So let's see what we get from this fragrance. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not for me. Yeah, I'm not liking this, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why in a minute. I'm just trying to make sure that I make the fragrance justice and let it evolve a bit. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not for me. So this fragrance to me is really a rose-centric fragrance. It's almost like it was designed to be a rose-centric fragrance, but at that, the rose that I'm getting is not a fresh rose, and it's not jammy or dated either. It's just that while the rose is supposed to be the center of everything, it's being overshadowed by patchouli. And the way that the patchouli was done in this fragrance, I'm not liking at all. And you guys know I love a good patchouli, but patchouli is one, at least in my opinion, is one of those notes that, man, you really got to work it to get it right, because it can go so wrong. And I think this one went a little bit wrong. Hey, it may just be that it needs to sit a bit, but right now I'm just like, no, I'm going to stop right there with this one. I'm going to let this one sit for a bit and then circle back with you. But right now, yeah, I can't really recommend this fragrance because I'm really not liking it. And you guys know, like, anyway, let us know if you've tried this one. Now remember, this is the Cotton Rouge fragrance from Mamlakat Al Oud, and it has two T's in the cotton, right? And you'll see why I've said all that in a minute. All right, guys, so I really did not like that last one. Now I'm smelling it. It hasn't taken over the room because Fakhama is still in control of this room. But let's talk now about the next one. So this one is also called Cotton Rouge, but it's supposed to be from the Fleur de Cotton collection and then the fragrance house is Sublime. And I think Sublime is Lattafa. So here is the box. I don't know, I'm so confused because they're both called Cotton Rouge, but one is written with two T's and this one is written with one T, and oh, and the bottles are pretty much similar, but different than the other one, except that it has this fluffy thing here, which again, I don't know how I'm feeling about that fluffy thing. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and give this one a try. Ooh. So I don't understand, guys. This smells really, really good. So in the previous one, it's like I told you, the patchouli is a problem in that one. In addition to that, this one is sweet, while the other one, like, it may be that that last one needs to macerate, because this is not an immediate love for me. I want to wear it on skin, and see how it evolves. And I also want to give it some time to sit, but this is definitely one I like. This one I like. Not a strong like, I like it. All right, so we're gonna move on, and I will circle back with you guys on this one. I did not even know, by the way, that this was out there, and of course it was sent to me. So let me know if you guys have heard of that fragrance house called Sublime. Pretty much I read somewhere that Sublime is like a fragrance house that's part of Lattafa or something like that. I don't know. So let me know if you've picked up this fragrance and you've heard of Sublime. And do you have cotton without, 2 T's, or do you have the one with the 2 T's? And what you guys think? Yeah, I'm liking that one. That one I am. And by the way, those last 2 cotton fragrances, I would say that they're both feminine. I can't imagine a gentleman wearing, any of those 2. They're definitely feminine fragrances. So we're going to go ahead and continue with Cotton Malaki, since we're on a roll with the cotton. And this one is also from the Royal Cotton collection, but it comes in this box. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. And this one is like the same box as the ones that I was just speaking about, but this one is like in a light peach kind of color. And let's see. So I take off the sleeve, and then it gives way to another box, right? Like the box, the official box. And let's go ahead and open it. Okay. So this one is basically the same bottle as in we had in the red, but this is in yellow, as you can see. Let's go ahead and give this one a try. So I'm really liking this one. So in the opening, it gave me like Love Don't Be Shy vibes. Not the same as Love Don't Be Shy. I don't think that this was inspired by Love Don't Be Shy at all. But it's giving me in the opening like a Love Don't Be Shy vibe, but at the same time, it's combined with 2 other notes that I absolutely love and that I pick up on really easy, which are tuberose and violet. Oh my goodness. I am here for this one. Oh my goodness. This is exceptional. I don't have anything like this in my collection. This does not bring anything to mind, and we need to give this fragrance its due credit, because it is, when I tell you, gorgeous. If you are one of my violet lovers, or if you love tuberose, but I have to tell you, the violet and the tuberose here are in such incredible balance. It is sweet, it is fruity. Ooh, now I'm picking up on the caramel. Oh my goodness. You know what, guys? This to me is a floral gourmand. Oh, but this is like heaven, because it's a floral gourmand with, again, 2 florals that you guys know if you've been with me for a while. I absolutely love violet and tuberose. But this has been done so not. Ooh, the tonka bean. Wow. Oh. Oh my goodness. I could sniff this all day long. This is so beautiful. And without having to put it against my nose, I can sniff it perfectly. Wow. Okay, with this one, I'm impressed. Even though I'm not liking the fluffy thing in any of the bottles, I'll take the fluffy on this one, because this one is gorgeous. I mean, I really don't have anything like this. Yeah, I can smell it here now. Wow. Wow, loving it. I'm just curious to see how it performs. Of course, I'm going to circle back with a review, but if you are a violet lover and you are also into tuberose, you may want to give this one a shot, because my goodness, this is like Love Don't Be Shy with a twist of tuberose and violet. But I don't think that this was designed to be Love Don't Be Shy at all. Don't get me wrong. It's just that the way that the orange blossom has been done in this fragrance is reminiscent to me of the way that it was done in Love Don't Be Shy. And I am here for it. Absolutely loving this one. A love at first sniff. All right, so let's move on to the next fragrance. And I think now I want to do another Lattafa, and this one is Artisan Ethnique. Now, it comes in this box. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. I don't know why my metal plate is looking like so dingy and everything, because I just took it out of the box, sprayed it, and then just put this to the side. But anyway, it opens up like all the others, and there's the fragrance. And I've heard so many good things about this one. I'm really looking forward to trying it. And here is the bottle. Very interesting. I don't know what this is. Does anybody know what that is? Like, what is that supposed to be? Do you guys know? I have no idea what that is. But anyway, you know, I don't mind it, you know, as long as the juice is good. That's all that matters to me. So let's go ahead and give this fragrance a try. This is nice, but I'm trying to figure out what is it that it's reminding me of. Like, is it reminding me of anything? You know, guys, I just noticed that every time I put this on my nose, it like darkens. So I'm going to turn it around and spray it on this end and see if it does the same thing. Yeah, okay. So this fragrance to my nose is boozy, sweet, warm, spicy. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it. It's not a dislike, but it's not even that I don't like it. It's that it's not doing anything for me. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to let it sit, but it's not a dislike. I'm just like, you know how I try a fragrance and it immediately speaks to me? Like, if I'm gonna like it or love it, it does its thing and it just hooks me on. Well, this one is not hooking me on at all. It's just like, okay, there. I'm getting cacao, but I'm not getting coffee. I'm definitely getting the vanilla and the caramel in the background, but the vanilla right now is a bit more dominant than the caramel, but the caramel is very faint. You know what, guys? Maybe this just needs to sit for a while because, yeah, you know, I'm almost tempted to spray it on skin. You know what? I'm going to spray it on skin, and I didn't want to do this because then I'm going to have to scrub it later, but that's okay. So let me go ahead and spray. I'm going to let this sit there a minute. Guys, you know, so I had heard so many good things about this one. If you picked up this fragrance, can you please let us know your thoughts? What has your experience been like? What happened when you first received it and sprayed it? What are you picking up on it? Because right now, I'm picking up the vanilla, the cacao, the caramel, but those three notes should be giving me something exquisite. But it's not giving me what I thought it was going to be, because I really thought that this was going to be a vanilla gourmand type of fragrance, but it's just not giving me anything of significance. And I just have to be honest with you. And I've heard so many great things about this one. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not getting anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and move on. So guys, I keep sniffing my hand because now it is at dry down. I got up and I went to get some water. It is at dry down now, and you can clearly see, right? You can see that, you know, it's not like the fragrance is not sitting there, but I'm just really not getting anything of significance that is hooking me on, making me want to really try this fragrance. But I'm going to give it a couple of weeks to sit, and then I'm going to test it. So just be patient for me to circle back with the review for that one. Okay, so the next one that I have is from Pendora Scents. And this one, This one is called Oud Holidays. And I'm hoping that you can see the box because it's a very nice box. You know, it's a box that's like all about going on holiday, like going on vacation, right? Because it has the palm trees. So I think, and I may be completely wrong, but I think that this box may be trying to set the mood for what this really is. And I just noticed that right now because when I saw the name before, when I received it and I opened it just to spray it out, and I saw the name Oud Holidays, I thought that maybe this was going to be like a fragrance for like Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, for holidays coming up. But no, because the box is giving me palm trees. So I think this is more about like going on holiday. So look at this bottle. This is a very, very nice bottle. I mean, I'm loving this color. So here is the bottle. Okay, so now let's go ahead and spray it and see what we're getting. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow, this is really, really good. Okay, if you are an oud lover, and even if you're not, you're gonna love this fragrance. Wow. Okay, this one, I don't know, it's between like, of my favorites so far, it's between Jawhari and this one, even though the cotton Malaki was exquisite, but oh my goodness. So you guys know how much I love a good oud, but this oud, it's coming across like a 2 out of 5 kind of oud that has been done super smooth, almost bordering on really being a 1 because that's how smooth the oud has been done here. So when I read the name Oud Holiday, I thought, okay, it's going to be about the oud and the oud is going to be intense, right? But it's not. This, okay, if you've tried this fragrance, can you please let us know in the comments section if you're picking up the oud like I am, like an ultra smooth oud, like unless you're used to picking up on oud, you're gonna sniff this fragrance and not even think that there's oud in it. But my goodness, this is absolutely beautiful. So it opened up very zesty and fresh, but as I'm going and approaching dry down, if I'm not already at dry down, what it's giving me is a mix of vanilla and leather and tobacco. But let me talk about each. So the vanilla is definitely playing a very dominant role with the other notes. It's almost like the vanilla comes in and plays with the oud, and the oud is very light and the vanilla takes over. It's almost like the vanilla comes in and plays with the leather, but the leather is so faint. Like I'm picking up on the note of leather, but it is so faint, like truly, guys. So the whole thing, at least in my opinion, about this fragrance is that it is a smooth fragrance. It has several notes that typically when found in a fragrance can be quite domineering, such as tobacco and leather, but they have both taken a back seat and just come in and add depth and character to this fragrance, because if not, to me, this would have been like a zesty vanilla foulala type of fragrance, but it's not. While it's smooth and elegant and it does smell like the perfect fragrance to take on holiday, whether you're going to a warm place or you're going skiing, or this is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If any of you have tried this fragrance, can you please let us know your thoughts? I'm really looking forward to seeing how it performs because it's so smooth, but I have to tell you, I sprayed it just on the strip and I'm getting it. I'm getting it in the room, even though the others that I had sprayed are so powerful, you know, but this one has its place. Like, I'm really liking this. This is really, 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 really good. And it's not really a like for me. It's like I'm entering the love section with it for sure. This is really good. Let us know. All right, guys. So the next one that I have for you is from Lattafa, and it is Afeef. And I am sure that you guys have seen this box because there's been quite a number of reviews on this one. But when you open it, here is the fragrance. And I am sure that this fragrance is going to have mixed reviews as it relates to the bottle because, I mean, look at this bottle. Personally, guys, you know, I'm not sure if I like the bottle, but as long as the juice is great. And the reason that I'm not sure that I like the bottle is because the cap, to me, Like, this is not weighty. It's like hollow, and to me, it cheapens the bottle a bit. It cheapens the fragrance overall aesthetic a bit. But hey, you know, if the juice is good, we'll be okay. Yeah, if you've picked up this fragrance, and the funny thing is, guys, that I'm loving this part of the bottle. It's weighty, it feels luxurious. It's a very nice bottle, but this cap, I don't know. Anyway, guys, so let's go ahead and try the fragrance. So let's see. Okay, guys, so I am really loving Afeef. It opens up very fruity. This is a beautiful fragrance. I think I'm going to spray it on skin because, oh my goodness. Wow. I just love it when I find a fragrance that really captures my heart. Well, I think I'm going to have to live with the cap because I am really loving Afeef. So it does have a fresh opening. And after that fresh opening, I immediately pick up on the peach. So the peach is definitely a part of that fresh opening, but at least to my nose, the peach does not become a dominant note until maybe a couple of minutes. Oh my goodness. Maybe a couple of minutes into the fragrance. I am really, really loving this fragrance. I can tell you that maybe after it sits for a while, it'll become a powerhouse, but right now it's coming in so smooth, which I appreciate, because when a fragrance is as fruity as this one is, I don't like it to become a fruit bomb, and that's not what I'm getting. I'm also picking up on the florals of the fragrance. There's also like a creaminess in the background, but okay, I have to tell you guys that I am absolutely loving this fragrance. This is really, really good. It has like a creaminess going on. The florals are there. I'm not picking up on patchouli at all, and I think I saw it in the notes, but I'm not picking up on patchouli at all, which I'm actually glad, because right now as it is, it's perfect to me. And sometimes when, you know, when I feel or when I sniff another note coming in, it just like takes away from the feel of the fragrance for me. This is very, very beautiful. So this is, to me, this is a unisex fragrance, but leaning towards the feminine side. And I dare say that if I wear this fragrance, oh my goodness. Guys, and the vanilla here, you know, Lattafa has been doing vanilla really, really well, because the vanilla here is just exquisite. With the fruitiness, it's just, and the florals, it's just done right. I am really, really loving this fragrance, and I will circle back with a detailed review. Can you please let us know if you picked up Afeef, and what are your thoughts on it? What do you think about the bottle and the cap? And what do you think about the fragrance itself? Because the fragrance itself is just gorgeous. I am moving on. So the last fragrance that I have for you today was also sent to me, and this one is Khayal by Paris Corner. And it comes in this box. Very interesting box. It has some pattern that I'm really not understanding, but hey, that's okay. Ooh. Okay, so I'm really liking this bottle. Okay, let's go ahead and try this fragrance. Okay, so this fragrance is beautiful, guys. It opens up to my nose very orangey and zesty, but the opening is fresh without turning it into a masculine fragrance, because in my experience, when a fragrance is zesty like this or has pineapple and it opens fresh, it almost typically leans to the male side, but not this one. It is sweet, and I'm also getting some amber. This fragrance is ambery while also being musky, but the musk here is one of those smooth musks, like Narciso Rodriguez kind of musk, where it is just smooth, like done beautifully. Guys, this one is really, really good too, and I can't think of a fragrance that this one is reminding me of. It's really not reminding me of anything right now. Very, very, very good fragrance. Really loving this one. Yeah, this is very different. You know, what was that fragrance? I think it was Quattro 4, that was all about the citrusy notes. And when I read the notes of this one, I thought, oh, here we go. Orange and bergamot. Is it going to be kind of like a twist on that? But it isn't. This is totally different. You know what this is reminding me of? You know those orange popsicles that also have like, it's like a cream and orange popsicle? That is what this is reminding me of. This smells like that. And I am here for it. But the funny thing is that they haven't shared like a note of cream, but I'm getting that popsicle smell. I'm not necessarily getting the scent of cream, but I'm getting that orange and cream popsicle smell. Yeah, I'm really loving this one. This one is going to be very interesting. Yeah, and I would say that this is unisex, and I don't even, it may lean a tad towards the feminine side because it is quite sweet and fruity. And there's just like, I don't know, guys, it's just done very, very nicely. I'm really looking forward to testing this one. If I wouldn't have sprayed those 2 other fragrances on each hand, I love Afeef, guys. I love Afeef. But anyway, so this one is giving me that zesty, citrusy kind of fragrance, but it is so different at that. It is very, very different. I think I'm going to really enjoy trying that. You know what? Let me spray it on my arm because I am very curious right now because this is smelling really good. Let's give it a little bit of time. Loving it. Oh yeah, this is good. This is really, 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 really good. Oh yeah. All right, so before I go ahead and close this video, let me share with you the fragrances that I think will definitely be a deep love for me as I test them, because at first sniff, I just love them. And I will share them with you in no particular order. And I'm going to start with Lattafa's Afeef. I'm really, really loving the scent of this fragrance. Not crazy about the cap of the bottle. The bottle here is gorgeous, but I'm not sure that I'm enjoying this. But putting all of that aside, I will keep this just because that juice smells incredible. Really loving it. Then the next one is the one that we just talked about, and this one is from Paris Corner and it's called Khayal. Loving it because it's a very different take on a zesty with the orange and the bergamot type of fragrance, and it's giving me that orange and cream kind of popsicle scent, and it smells glorious, and it's sweet, very vanillic. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Then the next one would definitely have to be Oud Holidays. My goodness, this, you know, I just love it when I find an oud fragrance that is perfect for people that love oud and people that don't love oud. Now, if you're one of those fan members that's into barnyard type of oud, this is not the fragrance for you, because this is very, very smooth. And by the way, the 2 fragrances that I just shared with you, Afeef and Khayal, do not have oud. This one is definitely a fragrance that has oud, but like I told you before, this is like a light 2, maybe even a 1, because you can barely pick up the oud here because it's been done so smoothly. But this is perfection for going on holiday, whether it's to a cool place or more warm weather type of holiday. It doesn't matter. There's just something about it. There's an airiness and a feel to it that's just gorgeous. And then Jawhari definitely super impressed me. If you're looking for a fragrance that is perfect for any evening holiday occasion, you know how we have Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you know, and there's Christmas parties that are going to be happening and all of that, this is perfection for that. This is a sexy fragrance. It's a dark fragrance. It is a fragrance that is not suitable at all, in my opinion, for daytime occasions at all. This is, I got dressed and this is what I'm wearing. That's what this fragrance is all about. And it is so sexy, guys. It is absolute perfection. I am loving it. And the last one that I think is absolutely glorious is Cotton Malaki. Oh my goodness, guys. This is so, so incredible. Just a love at first sniff. Truly, absolutely Love it. And of course, you know, regardless, I will be circling back with a detailed review of all of these fragrances, even the ones that didn't impress me, because sometimes you allow these fragrances to sit and then you change your mind about how you feel about them. And it may just be that some of them just need to have some time to settle and, you know, really get into the maceration or complete the maceration process and then start their maturation process. So let's see how it all pans out. But for right now, I can tell you that those 5 that I just shared with you, those are loves for sure. Anyway, guys, I hope that this haul was enjoyable for you. And I know that you guys noticed that I have a different background today. I'm testing different backgrounds, and I may just decide to do this background. I will be adding some lighting because I'm sure you can see that there's some shadows because I need more lights if I'm going to really have this background. But yeah, I think I am liking this background, and let's see what happens. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for hanging with me today, and I will see you all in the next video.